The people have been asked to evacuate from the north and to move towards the south, but the terrorists of Hamas, they are not letting the people to move from the north of the country to the south of the country, because they know if the civilian population moves, then it will be only the terror infrastructure of the Hamas and the commanders of the Hamas that will be left in the area, and that's why they are really worried. Yesterday, the IDF has released several photographs and the videos that how Hamas terrorists are blocking the movement of the civilians who are going from the north to south of Gaza River. So this clearly shows that the Hamas terrorists don't want the people to move from that area, because they know that once the people are out of the area, then it will be the Israel Defense Forces that will be taking a clear shot at the terrorists of Hamas, and they would have no human shield to cry for. Now coming to the what the operations are, in a significant operation based on the inputs that were generated by the Israel Security Authority, that is the internal security agency, the Israel Defense Forces have carried out an operation in which Bilal, we are told one of the top commanders of the South Yunus Khan area, has been neutralized. He was the one who was instrumental in carrying out attack on the village of Nirim in the kibbutz Nirim, which is known as. He killed many of the civilians and the security forces. So he has been neutralized along with his associates, and it is important to mention that he was instrumental in carrying out multiple attacks over the time in past few years. So he has been neutralized by the ISA along with the Israel Defense Forces, and now many of the terror infrastructure are on the radar of the Israel security forces. They are trying to ensure that these terrorists, these perpetrators, are neutralized at an earliest. This is the classic military example that what the Israel is doing. What they are doing is that they sitting from their land under the cover of the Iron Dome system, which will ensure that they are not hit at the worst. They are carrying out the pinpoint precision strikes, and what they are doing is they are wiping out the terror commanders so that the Hamas becomes weak. Once the Hamas becomes weak, then it will be the matter of the time that the Israeli forces march on the land of Gaza Strip and they carry out operation. Yesterday, there was a video that was released by the Prime Minister's office, that is the GPO, in which it was said that the Prime Minister is interacting with the fighters in Gaza Strip. So this was something what was converted from the Hebrew. So this is really very interesting, that whether the Prime Minister has gone to the Gaza Strip or these troops are preparing to march on to the Gaza Strip, as he was in the Sderot area only, the Prime Minister of Israel, Benjamin Netanyahu. So that is an interesting turn of events that is seen, and now the timeline, the ultimatum that was given to the people of Gaza Strip in the north to move to the south of Gaza River, that too has ended. So anytime from now you can expect that the march, the ground march that will begin, and if what it is required, it seems that is a political go ahead, and then the troops on ground, they will march towards the Gaza city and will eradicate all the terror infrastructure that has been built by the Hamas terrorists. However, it is going to be a tough task, because that land of Gaza that has been used and cultivated by the Hamas for their terror activities, and they know the things better than the Israel Defense Forces, and that's why it is taking time. It's been 8 days of the war, and the war still continues without the infantry wing marching onto the grounds of Gaza Strip.